Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm, coaching paradigm. We do that on a regular basis. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We've got over 965 of these available for you right now. I'm going to continue to add. If you're looking for life, business, relationship coaching, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. As far as today's particular audio, this is an audio about how to be more attractive. So attraction is one of those things that we all need to master, whether we want better friendships, whether we want a new partner, whether we want to re-engage our existing partner, or any point in between. And so there are some certain things that will make you indirectly more attractive. One of them is mystery. So if there's an air of mystery about the relationship and or the way in which you relate to the other person and they relate to you, that's a good thing, because we all want at a very core level, a very important core level, we want variety. And so variety is created through an air of mystery. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that we lie or tell mistruths or do things just to get attention, but at the same time, at some level, when there is an air of mystery to a relationship core, there is good that can be had through that process. The next thing to consider is perhaps at least a little bit of kind of moving forward through the idea of manifest. The ability to manifest what we want out of life, the ability to get what we want out of life makes us more attractive. People want to know that their needs can be met, their expectations can be met. So even if it's something as simple as manifesting an extra $5 to go to dinner, or manifesting a parking space when you need one, the ability to do that, the ability to manifest at a deeper level and to get what we want out of life makes us attractive, because a person's going to feel more secure with us by default. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to know everything and be successful 100% of the time with something like that, but in the end, our ability to manifest does make us indirectly more attractive in the long run. So, there are other things to consider with something like this when we continue to know and grow and be and do, kind of getting more out of relationships. Something to consider is the possibility of knowing how to kind of get to a place within ourselves where we know our own value and can bring that out in how we present ourselves. Another factor to consider there in terms of attractiveness is choosing yourself and knowing, having good, strong self-value. It doesn't mean we choose ourselves to the exclusion of the needs of others, but it does mean that we choose ourselves, meaning we choose to invest in ourselves, our own self-value, the way we see the world, and having good self-esteem, and admitting that we might have a struggle here and there, but at the end of the day, our belief is that we are capable of having the life we want, living the existence we would prefer to live, and knowing how to do that in a way that is valuable, and both in the long term and the short term, and beginning to understand how to do that so that we aren't relying completely on another person for our needs to be met and all of that, because that'll create burnout. Another thing is being assertive versus passive. So passivity is less attractive, because when we need someone to take charge, when we want to know that someone can take charge, you can certainly trust that individual to help in that area. Now, if you don't believe the person can take charge, or if the person is constantly passive or trying to avoid all conflict, there are problems that result from that by every stretch of the imagination. So that can certainly be challenging in a number of ways in order to connect in a deeper manner and ultimately get things of a stronger relational perspective going forward. The next thing to consider is the search for results and self-worth. So Self-worth is understanding that you do have a good worth as a person, and not needing every process of personal acceptance to be reached. And also the results mindset. Whatever you set out to do, you achieve more often than not. So it could be a rate of 70%, 80%, 90%, whatever someone's personal standard is, but you are an achiever in reaching your results. The ability to build rapport will also make you more attractive by default. That is, if a person feels that you are completely invested or partially invested in what they need or how they feel or what they think or what they're thinking about, they will automatically feel more connected to you. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.